Hope you, sorry, something popped up on my screen. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year and welcome to the Stamp with Ann community. My name is Ann Granger and I'm excited to be with you tonight. Popping on just at round 7, I had to watch, we're huge hockey fans here, and I had to watch Canada just beat the Finland, so I had to watch the last 3 minutes of play. Okay, just trying to find myself here on my device to make sure that everything looks great. If you are here, say hi. I'm just gonna make sure that we look straight. Just give me a minute here. I think it'll adjust in a minute. Oh, I think we're almost there. Welcome, welcome. So let's catch up. It's been a while. Welcome to 2026. Happy New Year. I hope you've had a great day. Hello, Paula. I took a couple weeks off. My daughter was home from school, and she did not, let me back up. She had not been home since 2024 Christmas, so I really wanted to enjoy my time with her. So I took some time off, and I did a little bit of work in my room, but I really didn't do a lot until she left, and she left on January 1st to head back to school. So I've been working in my room crazy in between the hockey games. So let's just start and say, so welcome. My name is Ann Granger, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited you guys are here with me. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm not new to videos. I actually did videos on Facebook all in 2024, but then Facebook made it really hard to do videos. So I switched to YouTube Live. So I am slowly diving into the YouTube world and learning all the ins and outs. And once I feel like I've got that mastered, I will switch to do some streaming. So hopefully by mid-year, we will be able to do that. But for now, I'm excited to dive in. So if you're new to my channel, how this works is each week I pick a product of the week. Paula, if you can let me know if my screen looks straight, that would be great. I don't want to make sure I'm not crooked for you guys. Or if there's anyone else watching, please let me know. I feel like, oh, there, we might be straight now. Okay. So each week I pick a product of the week. And I will be coming to you Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to show you a scrapbook page, and then I will come to you live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm going to bring you a card class to go. So each week, I will design a scrapbook page and cards around a product of the week. But before we dive into what I'm showing you, I do have some things to share with you. So first of all, if you're here, say hi. Let me know where you're joining me from. If you're watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I know sometimes this time of evening is busy, but not to worry. Videos are always around on YouTube, and you can watch when it works for you. Please make sure you like, comment, and share my video. It's the best compliment you can give me. Plus, it gives us a chance to add more people into the Stamp with Ann community. I feel everyone needs a crafting buddy. This is not my full-time job. I work outside of the home. And this is my de-stressor at night. Like, I love coming into my room. It became my happy place. I play the music. I am in here creating for about 2 hours every night. And it really just helps me de-stress from the day. So if you follow me, you know that I'm a huge chocolate fan. My bowl is a little full from all the advent calendars and chocolate we got, so it'll take me a while to eat this up, but it's all good. So if you have some chocolate, have chocolate in for me. I always have snacks. I love chocolate. Paula says I look great, and she's from Arizona. Well, welcome. My daughter's going to school in the States, so you're not too far from her. All right, so a few things I want to recap. Today is Monday, January 5th, 2026. As I share this video, today is the last day for our September to December catalog, but there is still lots of great products in the online last chance list, but I'm excited. Tomorrow starts the launch of our new January to April mini catalog. As per Stampin' Up rules, I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet, but I will be able to on Wednesday night. So make sure you set your alarms for Wednesday nights at 7, so you can join me. The product that we're actually using this week is going to be a release to our new online exclusives. So if you're new to Stampin' Up or been around or follow other demonstrators, you might have heard like online exclusives. It's just Stampin' Up's way of being able to add product and stay trendy and not have to worry about putting it into a catalog. Catalogs for Stampin' Up takes 2 years to like figure out what they're going to put in it and produce it, where online exclusives, they can do it every other month. So this catalog will go from January 5th, I believe it goes to May 4th. Sorry, January 6th, yeah, tomorrow to May 4th. Beautiful catalog. And we'll dive a little bit more into that on Wednesday. But what I want to share from you today is actually our online exclusives. So as I said to you, Stampin' Up can't host everything in the catalog. Our catalog would be so big. So we are, tomorrow, they are releasing a whole bunch of new products. And you will find them in our online store under online exclusives. So I'm going to show you, I'm not sure if I can show you the PDF. So I'm not going to. I meant to call Stampin' Up, but I had an appointment after work, and by the time I got home, I was watching the hockey game. I'm going to show you the real product. That's even better. And the product that I'm showing you tonight, I was gifted it in the fall to present at one of our local events here for our DDM of Canada. Her name's Genevieve Cook. And I have to tell you, when I first got it, I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do with this? Like, I kind of looked at it, but I'm telling you, I'm in love with the paper. And I did say this when I presented this in November, that I probably wouldn't have picked this product by looking at it in an online version or in a printed catalog flyer. But after seeing it, I really, really love it. So I hope that you will fall in love with it as much as I do. So let me introduce to you what we're showcasing tonight. I am showcasing the Lovely Arrangements Bundle, and this will be available starting tomorrow. So January 6th, 2026, this will be available. If you are new or have been around with Stampin' Up, you might have heard that Stampin' Up is changing the way they're doing their packaging. All stamp sets as of November 2025 is photopalmer. You're familiar with Stampin' Up, we had red rubber and photopalmer. The red rubber is getting very hard to source. So Stampin' Up decided that it would be better to make the switch when it was easy for them and not when they were told they can't get the red rubber anymore. So this is how it comes. So this is our new packaging style, and it's meant to be sleek and slim so that it fits in your thing. Let's show you the stamp set. So the stamp set's beautiful. Got some great greetings. Just a note, happy birthday. You're so lovely, so very much. Sending smiles. I love this. I'm always here for you. Hello, friend. Thank you and love you. So the one thing about Stampin' Up, and I'm really hoping that they are going to change this with feedback from demonstrators, is they're not putting in a printed sleeve like they have in the past. So what I'm going to suggest, and I shared this at when I presented, is when you get this, you're going to peel off the thinner plastic. I stamped in Memento and literally just stamped on a piece of basic white. And that helped me know where my placement is. Some people, that might not bother them. For me, when I'm doing classes and I'm packing up, I want to make sure that I have all my stamps, because these stamps, they stick to anything, and I'd rather know then that I'm missing something so I can search for it instead of looking for it 2 weeks and it's kind of in the garbage or gone. So what I did was I just took my Memento ink, inked it up, flipped it over, stamped it on to basic white, and then I just taped it down. So it helps me be like a little bit of a guide for that. So that is our stamp set. It is a photopalmer. It comes in this sleek little design. And now what Stampin' Up also did was they decided to get rid of this CD cases and go to this sleek design for the dies. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to store my dies, and I'll explain why. In the past, I have used magnet sheets from Stampin' Storage. I love the fact that I can see my dies, I put the name of the dies, and I write how many is there. Because, example, when I'm tidying up from a class, I look and be like, oh, I have 9 dies. I count. I know they're there. Where I haven't decided if I've seen some people put magnetic sheets in here. My brain is just so used to this. I've been a demonstrator for 18 years and this is the way I've done it. So for me to switch is kind of like, that's a whole new world. So for now, I'm going to stay with this. And I'll just probably put this in my shelf and this will go in my crate where I have all my dies. So these are the dies. So let's put these away and show you. You've got some dies that coordinate with the stamp set. So you have this one that goes here so you can stamp and die cut. And then you've got this one that goes here, stamp and die cut. And then this one here does the leaf. So you got some really nice ones. I think this one now, I haven't used this one yet, but I think this would, I've seen some cards where they've done it in vellum and put it behind. I think it looks like a nice lattice, like a lattice in a garden. So these are the dies. Lovely arrangement is the bundle we're featuring this week. So let me show you some more of this. And I'm going to just put these over here because we will need them. So I did cut out the dies just so you can see what they look like, because to see them in like on a magnetic sheet versus cut out is very different. So as I said to you, there's those leaves. You got, I love this label. You've got a smaller label, and then wording fit in those. You've got this fun little that could be a fun lattice in that. So as that's the lovely arrangement dies. Now, let's talk, before I get into the paper, let's talk some other things. So in this, so this is part of a suite, and the suite is called Lovely Blossoms. And as I said, this will be an online exclusive release tomorrow. Is this new embossing folder. It's called Lovely Stripes, and it is beautiful. It is a 3D embossing folder, but I'm going to kind of hold this up, hoping that you can see it. It's like a line with a little bit of dots. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me just see on my camera here. Anyways, it's really, really nice, elegant. I feel like it's a nice one. So that is a great one. It's called Lovely Stripes Embossing Folder. We will use this one in our cards on Wednesday night. So tonight we're creating a scrapbook page, and then we'll do cards on Wednesday. And if you're here in Canada and you place a $50 order in my online store, so you can go, the easiest way is to go to my blog and click shop now. Between Monday, January 5th and Sunday, January 11th, I will send you the 4-card kit that we are making. For my international friends, those who live in the US and overseas, I will have a PDF available. It will be available on my blog next week for you. I actually have a PDF store. So this is Cloud Cover. Okay, so can I just tell you, Cloud Cover is one of our new 2025 in colors, and I'm in love. I love this color. I actually want to paint my craft room with this color. Right now it's like a bit of a tan. This color has been in here for a long time. And I really want to do like a light blue, bluey gray. I love to do like a coastal theme in my my room. I love nautical things. I love the ocean. So this is 5/8 of an inch, and it is beautiful. And you get a full roll of that. So that is also. So the one thing about a suite collection, you can do a one shop, click the one button, easy button, order once, and you get all the supplies. So everything I'm showing you tonight, you would get. These are called the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. They are white, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, and Secrecy. Okay. Hi, hello there. Is it Phyllis? I think it might be Phyllis. Hello. I'm a huge fan of Cloud Cover and Secrecy. Oh my God, I cannot get enough of those two colors. I have to stop using it because I love them so much. So if you're looking for some embellishments that are great colors, this is your go-to. White, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, and Secrecy. And you know what? I never would have paired these 3 colors together. Wouldn't have not crossed my mind. But those 3 colors together are gorgeous. Okay, so those are embellishments. We're going to use some of those. Let's dive into the paper. So the paper is, I got some extra stuff here. So the paper is beautiful. Lovely Blossoms, 12 by 12. Here is the ordering number, and here is the amount. The colors are Crumb Cake, Cloud Cover, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secrecy. This right here are like my favorite. This pattern is like, I love this pattern. But I really wanted to show you what the little pieces look like, but I want to show you how one of the sheets of paper come. So there's 12 sheets. I believe you get three of each pattern. Okay, so yeah, three of these, but I'm going to show you how it works. So, okay, so you get individuals, but the one thing I really liked about this, and I didn't want to cut it up because I wanted to show you first, was how this comes. So it comes like this. Let's let you see. It comes like this, and they're made for card fronts. So this is like a 4 by, I think this is 4 by 5 1/4. Let's just check. Yeah, 4 by 6. So easily you could use this in our pocket page albums. You could use this on a card front. I've actually used these two on a card front, and I'll be showing you how I use those on Wednesday night at 7. These are 3 by 4s, which is neat. So what I would do is I would do my cut here and then cut this way. So I would get those 3, and then I would cut here and then go up. So I would get those 4. And then these are little 2 by 2 squares. So this is like, if you're a scrapbooker, this is a really fun page, paper to have, because you can use these in our 6 by 8 pocket pages, because our pocket pages are designed for 4 by 6 and 3 by 4s. So I didn't want to cut that up because I really wanted to show you how beautiful it was. And as I said, we'll be making some cards with that. All right, so let me just move this. I'm going to move this back here for now. Let's dive in, and then I have some things to share with you at the end. So tonight we are making a scrapbook page. This was the page that I actually presented in Mississauga, and I was like, you know what, only a few people, like, you know, it was about 70 people saw it, so I thought, you know what, the rest of the world needs to see it too. And I went with my favorite colors of Secret Sea, White Willow, and cloud cover. So I'm going to show you how to make this layout tonight. My nephew got married in September, and I'm going to use this for his beautiful bride. She has shared a picture on social media that I absolutely love. So I think this will be the perfect page. So we're going to create this page together. And then I have some other things. If you're local to me, I will be doing some in-person classes. And then obviously, as I said to you, each week I will be offering you a class to go that you can earn for free as my way of saying thank you for purchasing in my online store. All right, so let's dive in and create this page. I love, as I said to you, I think this is one of my favorite patterns. I love the colors. Like, I love how the Secret Sea just pops off the petal pink. I just think it's gorgeous. So let me put this over here and let's dive in. Now, you can follow along. You can write these measurements down, but I will do a blog post. Probably, I find with YouTube videos, it takes about 24 hours to process the video, so I will do it tomorrow night, but it will be up on my blog. This is our Secret Sea. This is our two-tone cardstock. So our two-tone cardstock, if you're new to Stampin' Up or new to the world of scrapbooking, our two-tone cardstock is very light. It's meant for tearing, ripping, shading, sanding, and it's beautiful. It's very thin. You have so this is the lighter side. It's kind of hard to tell in the video. That's the lighter side, and this is the darker side. So you can kind of see, if I was to go like that, you would definitely see the difference. Our two tones come in all 52 colors. Technically, you're almost getting like I think it's 53. You're almost getting like 106 because you have light and dark. We're going to use the dark side, so we're using a 12 by 12 Secret Sea. We are using our White Willow cardstock, and this one is 11 by 11. Now, I'm one to assemble first, and then we'll glue down. So I'm just going to move this off for now. And I'm going to set this back here just so I can work on this and create this, and then we'll go. I have a piece of DSP, and this is 5 by 10 and a half. So we're going to adhere this down. Now, when I sat down to create this, I really I need tape runners to come back in stock. I am going to be using glue, and I hardly use glue. when I sat down to create, sometimes I find like when you don't create, like as I said to you at the beginning of the video, this is my happy place. I am in here every night. I work my business about 2.5 hours every night after supper. And sometimes you just have that like funky mojo creative block that you can't. So what I'll do is I'll look for a past scrapbook page, or I'll look for past cards, or I'll look for sketches, and then the creative juices get flowing. And this is what I did. I actually cased myself on this one, and when I do the blog post, I'll link it to show you. It was actually a Christmas page, and I really liked the layout, and I thought this will work perfect for what I had visioned in my mind. So I was really excited. Okay, here's that gorgeous paper, and there's the other side. So this one measures 3 by 10, and I'm going to put it on an angle a little bit so that I have a bit of white here and a little bit showing down here. So let's go ahead. I would love to know, are you a scrapbooker, or are you a card maker more, or are you a little bit of both? So I was introduced to scrapbook. I was introduced to Stampin' Up like 18 years ago. This will be my 19th year in May, and I love every minute of it. I can't imagine Stampin' Up not in my life. The friends that I've met across the world just is like, I've met some of my best friends. I was actually a scrapbooker, and that's how I was introduced to Stampin' Up. And when I found Stampin' Up, I was like, oh my gosh, like I love this. Like I loved how everything coordinated. That was the thing I struggled with, was going to a scrapbook store and trying to find paper and like cardstock and embellishments. So Stampin' Up, shout out to you. You just make life easy for everybody. All right, we are going to put some strips down. So I have a piece of cloud cover, and this is 3/4 by 9.5. So let's go ahead and put this down. I said to you, I'm not big on the glue. And I'm just going to we're going to kind of come up a bit and just put that there like that. Just crease that. Okay, and I have a piece of the pattern paper. Isn't that like this pattern right here is like one of my, this pattern and this pattern are my favorites. We're going to use the petal pink side. So we're just going to, I don't want to like pop down the glue too much here. Okay, so let's pick, and I don't like when the glue gets on my hands. It's okay. We're gonna just kind of offset it just a little bit, so you see a little bit of that showing and a little bit of not. Here's, we're gonna put that down. Now, I have a photo mat, and our photo mat is Secrecy, and a picture is usually 4 by 6, so my mat is 4.25 by 6.25. So let's go ahead and put that down. And as I said to you, I am going to use this for my nephews, because I have already made one, and I made another one. I might gift this to her. Just give it. Okay, let's get some glue here. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we're going to, I'm just trying to see where I'm putting it. We're just going to kind of put that right there. All right, so now that we have that together, let's go ahead and adhere this down. So yeah, I would love to know if you're watching or watching on the replay, are you a scrapbooker? Are you a little bit of both? Tell me. And I would also love to know, are you an adhesive person or are you a glue person? Totally down. I'm an adhesive person. I love my tape runner. Okay, I don't measure. I just eyeball, like literally just like this, and then I'll just flatten this up. All right. Okay, there is our page. Now I'm going to set this aside because we're going to do a little bit of stamping and a little bit of die cutting and a little bit of coloring. So let's pull this off, and I'm just going to set this back here for now. I have already gone ahead and done a couple of the die cutting just because I thought just be a little easier for us, but I am going to stamp with you. Okay, so let's bring in the lovely arrangement stamp set. As I said to you, our stamps are now Photo Palmer. If it's already a stamp that's in production, you still might get it as red rubber, but once that runs out, it will switch over to photopalmer. I do like photopalmer. I'm happy about the switch because I love being able to see where I'm stamping. All right, so we got our photopalmer stamp on our clear box. I am a huge fan of the Block D. I tend to use that one a lot. And we're going to use Memento ink. Sometimes I will stamp like this, but a lot of times when it's a bigger stamp, I just like going like that. And we are going to stamp it down. All right, so there is our stamp. Now let's go ahead. I have my stamp and scrub off to the side here. Should always stamp. Okay, here's another tip. Always get in the habit. I'm the type of person that as I clean as I go, and I like to put things away so I know that I have them. And we're going to use this one. Okay, so let's just put this here and bring in that block. And now, where did my paper go? Oh, see, look at that. It's stuck to the thing. And we're going to get a different piece. Okay, here we go. And we're going to use Old Olive. So we're going to use Old Olive for our leaves. Okay, so there's that. I'm just going to set that in the bin. I have a bin, so as I tidy up, I can put them off to the side. All right, let's put that away. And let's go ahead and put these away. Okay, so as you see, I just like to line this up. Somehow line this up. It's like a Tetris, like you just gotta quickly, okay, right there. And then right here. And then just flip this over. So having the guide placement really does help. I probably will do that with most of my new stamps. Okay, so let's just put that, no, we're good. Okay, so let me bring in our die cutting machine. We are using the Stampin' Cut, and we are using the mini. This is the mini Stampin' Cut. You know what? I didn't really think I needed the mini because I had a big one, but because I do videos, it's really handy for doing this instead of using like a big one. All right, so I have actually die cut two leaves out for us, or 2 flowers out for us already, but I am going to show you. I just wanted to do the stamping and die using the lovely arrangement dies, and I love how Stampin' Up has now added the dies and names together. Okay, now I need to play a little bit of like matchy here. I think I thought I had it. No, okay, give me a minute. I thought I marked it. Oh, maybe I marked it this way. Maybe it's this way. Okay, so what I did was, I'll show you in a minute here. Let me glue this down. Once I knew where see how there's like 3 kind of petal lumps, like one here and here? I think these are the bigger ones. What I did was I put a black dot on my die to help me know that that was the top of my die. All right, so let's, and I just used like a Sharpie to do that. It kind of just helps when you're, as you see, I had to like kind of play around with it a little bit, but know that that is where. So let's pull this off, throw that in my little basket I have beside me. And then there's our flowers, so 1 of 3. We're going to bring in the leaves, and we're going to grab the leaf die, match it down. I like to use Post-it tape to hold my dies in place just because I find they tend to slip a little bit. If you have a magnetic sheet, that works too, but we don't really have one, so I try to show what I can suggest. Okay, and there is our leaf. So let's pull that off. I put that over there in the garbage, and we're done with this. So let's just put this back here. All right, so we have 3 flowers, and we need 2 sets of leaves. So I'm just going to there. I'm going to grab a little, oh my gosh, you should see a little piece of scrap here. Give me a minute. I'm going to bring in a grid paper. I I used to be a huge fan of grid paper, and now that I have my glass mat from Stampin' Up, I hardly use my grid papers, only unless I'm coloring. All right, we are going to color with our stamping blends. So these are our stamping blends. They're alcohol markers. They're meant for shading and highlighting and coloring. You get a dark and a light, and on each one you kind of get, it's like 2 in 1. You have a brush tip and you have a nub. I prefer to use the nub. I find I have more control over my coloring. And if you feel you're not an artist, these will make you feel like you are. There is no right or wrong. You can go from light to dark. And what I tend to do is I will highlight the little lines that the Stampin' Up! Concept artists have put on. Oh, I think I missed there. That's okay. And I'm going to color the center of my flowers. Okay, so let's just go in here. Do that one. As I said, I'm using Petal Pink. And we'll do these. Okay. Let's bring in my light and we'll color this way. And I like to color in little circles and just kind of go in. Like this. And you can go back. I'll probably go back and just do like a little bit of the highlighting just to make those lines stand out. It's kind of like the sun is reflecting on them. There you go. So there's one. I'll bring it closer so you guys can see. Give it a minute to catch up. All right, now let's quickly do the next two and then we'll finish our page. And sometimes it's okay to leave like a little bit of a white space. That just shows like maybe the sun is reflecting on your object. Imagine the flowers are in the garden and there. And I'll probably just add a little bit of highlight again. Color up here. And because they're alcohol markers, they're meant for highlighting and shading. The ink will stay wet to allow you to do that so that the ink will move. As I said here, I like to use the little nub. I find I have more control over it than like going the other way. All right, so there is that. Let me put this aside and we'll bring in our page and finish it up. Okay. So now I just need to bring in my page to see what I did. All right, so let's put our leaves down first. And I'm actually going to use just a little bit of glue here because I want my leaves to be flat. Okay, so we're just gonna put that down. And I'm gonna put one, actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my flowers out first. So let's put one. This is just a good idea to place one of your flowers. Oh my gosh, I can't get that up. There we go. And then one will go down here. So just kind of making like a little cluster of flowers. So let's put this under here. And we'll bring in this other one. Okay, and then we're going to do this one kind of like in this area here. All right, and I'll just put that over in my holder for a minute. Now we're going to go ahead and pop these up. So let's bring in our dimensionals. Okay, so let's bring in one. Let's see which one of these is darker. Let's do this one. Two, and we're gonna just, so for this one, I'm going to pop up the top, and we're gonna leave, I'm gonna just put a little, I have a little bit of adhesive left, I think, over here in my thing, so I'm just gonna put that down. Okay, so there's that, so that is good. Now, let me just, we're gonna finish up. So, we're going to use the word, I'm gonna do beautiful. And I've already cut out the letters just to save us some time. So let me bring those all in here. I'm going to put this over here in my bin. And what I used was the mini alphabet dies. So if you are looking for a good one, this is a great one. I love that they're mini. It will fit in the mini cutter and it's great. And I'm going to show you a little thing of how I store mine. Because when you cut this out, you get the whole sheet of letters. And I was like, how am I going to store this so that I can easily look for letters when I need it? So I was gifted this tin from my mother-in-law. And it's like an old baking tin, muffin tin. And what I did was I'm going to kind of just come here on the side so you can see. Because it has 8 spots. So what I did was I just put a piece of Post-it note with tape. And I lettered it A, B, C, D, E, F all the way to Z. And then what I do is anytime I cut letters and I have leftovers letters, I just put them in the corresponding spot. So on my A's, B's, and then when I'm looking for letters, I don't have to go cut out all the time. I can mix and match the colors. And as you can see, I have a nice little bit of rainbow here of colors just waiting to be used. So if you're looking for an idea for storage, I hope this helps. Yeah, I saw an idea like it's similar and I was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I was telling my mother-in-law, and I was like, where do I find these muffin tins? And she's like, I think you have it. Hello, Lori. Lori says, nice layout. Love the Secret Sea color. Oh my gosh, Lori, me too. It's like my favorite color of all time. I hope Stampin' Up! Brings it into the color line at some point in the future. It's actually like my go-to black. I use the Secret Sea ink pad for my go-to black. Okay, so where am I here? All right, so let's spell beautiful. So B-E-A, oh my gosh, U-T-I, I'll fix it in a minute. I just want to make sure I get all my letters in here first. Okay. I make sure I spelt beautiful correctly. Oh, I'd hate to be able to put that down. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U. Okay, perfect. We're good. Okay. Now, here's a little tip. I'm going to bring in this and just use it as like a little guide for my placement of my letters. All right, so let's go ahead and Lori says it would be a nice addition. I think so too. Like it would be a nice, and they need to add cloud cover too. That's just my thoughts on the process. Okay, so we're gonna glue these letters down. I'm gonna do B. I am just using Tombow glue. I don't know if you can see me here. I'm just literally like doing just each one. There. And as I said to you, I probably would not have picked this suite out. I feel like, you know, you have flowers, but oh my gosh, I love the paper. And as a demonstrator, I was able to order like 2 packs, and then I ordered this suite. So, well, no, I ordered 2 packs. I already had a pack from the suite. So I've gone through 3 packs of this paper already since I was able to get my hands on it in November. I did a team event in December, and I used this suite because I really wanted them to see what it was all about. So yeah, so beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's just make sure that looks great and straight. I think we're good. All right, so let me bring that back. Okay, so let's add in some embellishments. This is my favorite tool, probably in my desk drawer. It is our Take a Pick tool, and I love it for picking up embellishments. So we are going to use the Secret C, and I am just going to put down. I could have a whole pack of these Secret C embellishments, I tell you. I love them. Okay, there is that. Oh, let's put this away. We'll move this off to the side, and I'll bring in our page to show you. And they're looking forward to seeing your cards on Wednesday from the suite. Oh, thanks, Lori. I'm excited to share them. I went with the Secret C and Cloud Cover combination, so I really, truly do, I love them. They're beautiful cards. And I think my goal this year is to send more cards in the mail. So, I need to figure out a plan on, just need to sit down on like the weekends and send happy mail across the country. I think everybody needs some happy mail in their mailbox these days. All right, so there is my layout featuring the Lovely Arrangements bundle and the Lovely Blossoms Designer Series paper. If you're just scrolling and you see my video, these products will be available tomorrow, starting January 6, 2026. They're part of our online exclusives. Online exclusives means while they last. So we don't know. They could be 3 months, they could be 6 months, they could be a year. I would suggest if it's something you love that I would order it sooner than later. I have seen a lot of demonstrators using this as classes. So I feel like it's going to be a popular suite and bundle, and the paper will probably go very quickly. So if it's something you're like, hey, I really like this, Anne, I would order earlier than later. I will do a recap. So we use Lovely Arrangements bundle, the Lovely Blossoms DSP, which is part of the Lovely Blossoms suites, which will be released tomorrow in our online exclusives. I will, once this video finishes processing, I will upload the video to YouTube. I'm sorry, we're already in YouTube. I will upload the video to my blog. So if you want to see what I do over on my blog, and the blog is like the hub of my business. That's where I put everything, is you're going to want to bookmark stampwithanne.com and follow me on social media. I'm Stamp with Anne on social media too. And if you're not a subscriber to my videos, make sure you do, because I will be going live twice a week here on YouTube. I'm slowly learning the process of scheduling and doing all that. It truly is like a lot to learn. But I will post this video to my blog, and I will give you all the measurements for this page, so that you can go back and recreate it. And yeah, and then on Wednesday, you're going to want to set your alarm for Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm going to show you 3 cards you can make, and I have some other samples to show you that you can do with this suite. I have some 3D items, and I have stack, slice, and shuffle cards. So I have lots to share with you on Wednesday night. But before we do leave, I do have some things to share. If you are local to me in the London and surrounding areas of Ontario, I'll be doing some in-person classes. So here is my schedule. We're going to have a kit night, a scrapbook club, and a pop-up studio day. So pop-up studio day means you can just come work on your thing. So if you're interested, please reach out to me. And all of these are advertised on my business page, my Facebook business page. You would see them. But so there's that. And then here is our kit class. So you get to pick a kit. You can come craft with others, because I feel we are better together when we are crafting with friends. It is the best therapy and medicine for everybody. You're laughing, you're chatting, you're eating chocolate or having a hot cocoa, like coffee. It's just a great way to escape the world and de-stress, but most of all, have fun creating while you're crafting with others. So this is a kit class. That information is up on my business page. Here's our scrapbooking club. So if you're new to scrapbooking, our scrapbooking club will be great. You can pick and choose. Like you can do 1 month and then not, but if you choose to do 3 consecutive months with me, you will get a free stamp set valued at $28. Judy says, hello, first time here. Well, welcome, Judy. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're almost done the video, but you can watch the replay, but I will do a recap of what we did. I'm just kind of showing some upcoming classes. This one is also in person. So in January, we are doing the love story. And the neat thing about the love story scrapbook kit is it coordinates with the mini alphabet die. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to get that. And then, as I said, so this will be Saturday morning from 9:30 to 12. But hey, pack a lunch and come spend the afternoon with me working on your own projects. So this will be our pop-up studio day. So those are kind of be the 3 classes that I will be doing in person. And then each week I will bring you a class to go. So let me just do a recap. So I will show you what we used tonight. We used the Lovely Arrangements stamp set and the Lovely Arrangements dies, which is the Lovely Arrangements bundle, which is part of the Lovely Blossoms suite. That is a lot. So Judy, I know you just said you just joined. Make sure you go back and watch the replay. I showed you all the product that is in this suite. It is a gorgeous suite. And as I said at the beginning, I was actually gifted this in the fall, and I probably wouldn't have picked it out in the catalog. I probably wouldn't have. But after playing with it, I'd highly, highly recommend it. Lots of lovelies. Yes, it is. Lovely arrangement, lovely blossoms. Yeah, lots of, even the embossing folder is called Lovely Stripes. But definitely would highly recommend it. So you're going to want to set your alarm for 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, January 7th. I will be back showcasing. We're going to make 4 cards, and I have some other samples to share with you. All right, everyone, our first video 2026 is all done, but hey, it's the first of many to come, and I'm so excited to be back into my normal routine of crafting and sharing with my friends around the world. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm off to watch the World Juniors medal game, even though Canada's not in it, but we did win a bronze, so I'm excited about that. And I will be back on Wednesday night. So make sure you like, comment, and share my video. And make sure you subscribe to my newsletters. Because guess what? When you subscribe to my newsletter, you are the first one to find out on Monday what the product of the week is. And then I will give you a reminder email. And then on Sunday, I do a recap. So I will actually send you the link for this, a blog post. And then that way you're not searching for things. You can just click on that and it'll take you right to that. I think that is all I have to tell you. So thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you here tonight watching with me. And I look forward to crafting with you again on Wednesday night. Lori says, yes, me too. I was glad we got the bronze. Yes, Lori, I had to, I started the video late tonight because I was like, I have to watch the last 3 minutes. But I did tape it, so I might go watch the ceremony part of it. But I'm excited to see. I'm hoping, yeah, I'm just glad they got a medal. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, and have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you on Wednesday night, or rest of your day, wherever you're watching. Have a great rest of your day, because it's evening for me, but it could be day for someone else. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.